Let us go to Robert, Dallas, Texas, the great WBAP. How may I help you, sir?
Hello, Mr. Levin. I wanted to ask a question because I'm a bit confused. Pardon me. And that is, you spoke and you obviously wrote and then spoke very eloquently about the civil society and it being made up of individuals. And I may have gotten this a little bit wrong, but to paraphrase, you had said that one of the traits of those individuals are their ability to have a conscience or a social and moral compass. My question is, and I agree totally with that, but based on
And by the way, some people have it and some people don't.
Well, sure. But based on that and the individual that you cling to, how can
I don't cling to the individual. These, when I'm explaining to you, are facts. They're experience. I don't cling to the individual. Are you an individual, by the way?
I am an individual, yes.
Do you cling to individuals? I mean, it doesn't even make sense, does it?
Well, no,
go ahead.
That the definition of civil society is based on the fact that it's made up of individuals.
Well, it's made up of... Did you hear me explain the whole thing?
I did, but my
all right, so what is your question?
My question is, how can you have that stance and also be in favor of Citizens United, who grants corporations to be people, and corporations do not have an innate moral compass?
Oh, I see. Well, a corporation is an entity made up of people. Classroom is an entity made up of people. A church is an entity made up of people. Your house is an entity made up of people. You get the drift?
Well, I do, but...
No, you don't, because you're a liberal. You don't comprehend a single damn thing I said. Corporations can do good things. Corporations can do bad things. People can do good things. People can do bad things. But why are all corporations to be rejected, as you say, because they don't have a moral compass? Individuals work for these corporations. Some do and some don't.
But individuals don't necessarily have the same political stance as their particular boss.
So what?
CEO of that corporation.
Individuals don't have the same political stance as their boss or the corporations. What does this have to do with the civil society? Anything?
Pardon me?
Let me try again. What does this have to do with the civil society? Here's the deal, pal. If you work for a corporation and you don't like your boss, and you don't like your politics of your boss, then get off your ass and start your own company. Or go to another company. Everybody doesn't have to bow to the liberal. Everybody doesn't have to bow to the liberal, whether they're a Christian making a cake, or whether it's a corporation that you had nothing to do with.
I'm not saying that they have to bow to anybody.
Yes, you are.
It seems... No, I'm not.
You just said, well, let's play this out. Let's say you work for a corporation and you don't agree with what their PAC does. So what?
Well, well, I represent that corporation. I bring my money into that corporation.
Well, then don't.
They pay me. Well,
then don't. Then leave it.
Then you would have...
You don't get to get employed by a corporation and then tell the corporation what to do. They have a board of directors, they have investors, and you're not one of them. You're one of the people who gets paid to work for them. Here's the great thing, and pay attention. I'm trying to educate you. I'm trying to get through your thick noggin. I'm trying to undo the indoctrination that you received your entire life. You're not in prison. You don't have to stay there. But you don't get to tell everybody else what to do either.
I'm not trying to, sir. I was actually very complimentary of your...
I don't give a damn if you're complimentary or not. You're so ignorant, it's beyond belief. You so hate you hate capitalism. That's what you hate.
I don't hate capitalism at all. I love
You certainly... Oh, you love capitalism. It's just corporations you hate. Well, let me ask you a question. What if the President of the United States goes down to Panama, and he goes on and on and on and criticizes his own country? What about that?
At all.
You what?
I do not think that that is a good idea at all, and I do not agree with everything that President Obama has done.
But you agree with a lot of it, don't you?
I agree with some of it. Not a lot.
You agree with Obamacare?
I agree with portions of Obamacare because I personally had cancer. Then 1 year...
I know. I had a heart attack, and my mother had cancer. I got it. Everybody gets sick, and some people get very, very sick. So I have to support Obamacare? That's a reason for opposing Obamacare. But see, you are a liberal. You pretend that you're not. I can smell you 1,000 miles away because the first thing liberals attack are what? Corporations.
No, I'm not.
Oh, those corporations. And there's not a single corporation in this country that can do to me or you or this nation what Obama's doing to this nation. Let me ask you something. Do you drive a car?
You're being a hypocrite.
All right, I want you to pay attention. I don't need lectures from you. Answer my question. Do you drive a car?
I do drive a car.
Did you make the car?
I did not make the car.
Well, who made the car?
My particular car was made by...
Come on, pal, spit it out. I got a lot of questions. I need you to move along. Who made your car?
Volkswagen.
Oh, a German corporation. Let me ask you a question. Do you put gasoline in the car?
I do.
Why?
I pay gasoline tax.
Oh, really? Well, who's the hypocrite, pal? You should be living in the woods. You should be self-sufficient. You hate corporations. You should grow your own food. You should clean your own water. And you should wipe your own ass. Now get off my show. Sorry, folks. I can't take these squirrely little leftists. Oh, I really admire you. Oh, you do such a great show. But you are a hypocrite when it comes to the civil society and the corporation. Drive a car? Yes. Use gas? Yes. Live in a house? Yes. Little creep. Who do you think built all that stuff? You? Well, I thought you said that the individual, the moral order and the corporations. So I'm arguing with a Marxist. Why are you so hostile? Because you're destroying my country? Because you're a fool? Because you don't understand liberty and wealth creation or any of the rest of it? You're another Mercedes Marxist? Sorry. I have zero patience for this anymore as the country burns. Figuratively. Hopefully, never literally. Although parts of it seem to from time to time when Eric Holder shows up. Well, I had nothing to do with that. Just because I lit the match on and fueled the flames, I had nothing to do with that. That's despicable. Yeah, so we should hate American companies, hate American business. That's how to grow the economy, create jobs, make poor people less poor. Yeah, that's what we do, like they do in the rest of the world in these repressive, miserable countries. Disgusting. The left is disgusting.